The woman at the center of a viral video who claimed a man threw a brick at her head because she would not give him her phone number is now wanted by Houston police. This story got national attention after that woman live streamed what she claimed was the aftermath on Instagram and started a GoFundMe. Only KPRC2's Bryce Newberry is talking with the prosecutor on this case tonight. He joins us live near the Galleria with the latest. Bryce.
Daniela, Houston police got called to this street in September, and when they arrived, the woman seen in that viral video told them that an Uber driver threw a brick at her head and then tried to kidnap her. But tonight, she has become the focus of this criminal investigation because Houston police say the surveillance footage captured by cameras on this street doesn't match her story.
Men being hit with false allegations of abuse, assault, and violence from women is a problem nobody is paying enough attention to. In this society, it's far too easy for a woman to claim she was attacked by a man, and the system favors her immediately. Ever since the whole Me Too thing with the Believe All Women slogan trending all over social media, accusing a man of something he didn't do is a fashionable way to earn some money at the moment. It takes no skill or effort, and you can make serious money doing it. All you have to do is be a terrible person. But to many women, this is a small price to pay. And that's what one woman has been caught doing recently after she accused a man of assault, all in order to collect a fat GoFundMe payment to the tune of $42,000. It was a planned scam based on a complete set of lies. And yes, a man could now lose his family, his homes, and his livelihood because he was unlucky enough to bump into this predatory woman looking for a man to take advantage of. That woman's name is Rhoda Osman, and luckily this time, justice seems to be knocking at her door because Osman is facing one count of theft by deception, which is an offense carrying up to 10 years in prison. This hasn't stopped her from playing the victim card though. Instead of self-reflecting, she's doubling down hard and sticking to her story, which seems to be changing every 10 minutes. And to make a quick intermission for comment of the day, I want to share what Condor DCS said. He said, "Fellow men and wise, not modern women, never miss a chance of reminding modern women of the foolish choices they have made, and never regret reminding them either." This is a really fitting comment for even today's video, and we just gotta teach these women that actions have consequences. So be sure to shoot us an email to claim your $5. As always, I'll be picking comments from each video. It could be the funniest, the most liked, or one that just hit me differently. So be sure to leave a comment and you could be the next winner. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button too, as it helps us out a lot. And now, back to the video.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't.
According to a new article in the Daily Beast, on Thursday, Osman, a first-generation Somali-American doctoral student at the University of Texas, insisted it was all true, and claimed Houston police are simply retaliating against her for demanding the arrest of her supposed attacker. So according to Rhoda, she's the victim of men. She's the victim of bricks. And now she's the victim of Houston police because they're deciding to hold her accountable to her shitty decisions. This is the state of modern women now. The kind of crap they'll pull when accountability comes knocking at their door is almost unthinkable. I've said it once and I'll keep saying it. Accountability and responsibility are the modern woman's kryptonite. So here's what actually went down. On the night of September 3rd, Houston police responded to an aggravated assault report in the city of Houston, Texas, Larchmont section. When officers arrived, they found a drunk and angry woman named Rhoda Osman screaming at people in the street, claiming that an unknown male threw a brick at her for not giving him her phone number. She even claimed he had attempted to kidnap her. And if that wasn't ridiculous enough, she added more bullshit to the pile by alleging that the man was involved in human trafficking somehow. However, a friend who was with Osman contradicted her story, stating she did not believe Osman was hit with a brick. That's right, even her own friend called bullshit on it immediately. The article writes that a detective spoke to a friend who was with Osman the night of the alleged assault. She said the two had gone club hopping, starting at the Liquid Lounge, then on to the O2 Lounge, but that they didn't really like the place, so Osmond called some male friends to pick them up. The friends arrived in a dark sedan, and Osmond got in the back seat, according to the affidavit. Out of nowhere, Osmond suddenly shouted, "Ouch, why'd you hit me?" The affidavit states, adding that the friend who had been sitting in the front said she hadn't heard any arguing behind her. So what we can tell from this is that Rhoda was sitting there for a moment completely lying about one of the men hitting her. Her own friend threw her under the bus by claiming that she didn't even hear any arguing going on behind her. Even her own friend couldn't sit there and lie in the same way that Rhoda was. Security camera footage reviewed by a detective showed Osmond and the man she later accused of the brick attack entering and later leaving a lounge. Then this is apparently the moment when he hit her with a brick. Then she went crazy making a bunch of videos for her audience on TikTok.
He hit me in my face with a brick and all these black men just watch and they don't give a Yeah, this man hit me, grabbed a rock, and it hit me in my face because I would have given him my number. And all y'all just watch. Y'all see that shit? Y'all see that shit? What y'all do? I want y'all to be a man. I want y'all to be a man and fucking do something. Y'all gonna let a man hit me in my face. What have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this? I never did anything in my life to hurt anybody. Literally, a man asked me for my number. I said no, and he picked up a brick in front of so many men. It was like, what you gonna do? And I told all these men, like, yo, why this man got a brick on my face? And he's holding a brick. And all these niggas is watching. And nobody does nothing. And he hits me in my face, and then they're all just watching. And they let that nigga get in a car. How is this okay? This is what y'all doing to women? I don't even care about my face because I'm still gonna be prettier than all of y'all niggas because I have a pretty heart. But my heart is broken, y'all. My heart is...
She posted a bunch of TikTok videos about it, and those videos gained a crazy amount of views because it's a wild story. She even became a bit of an internet meme online and earned the nickname Brick Lady, which only added more fuel to the fire. All of a sudden, people still came out in support of this woman.
And number one, she's saying there were a group of men standing around, probably on their damn cell phones, looking to get the shot instead of trying to protect a woman. Your thoughts on this?
Well, I feel like black women are not being protected these days. I mean, but then, I don't know if you watch social media, but then there are a lot of women on here who are saying, well, I don't need a man and I don't need this and I don't need that. So we kind of have to take accountability. If we're out here saying that, then are the men going to protect us? But I thought that chivalry is, I guess, is dead.
Dead.
Yeah.
And buried. LaToya, right. Your thoughts about this? Number one, first of all, someone hitting her with a brick because she refused to give their number if all the facts are correct.
Absolutely. So I understand rejection is hard, right? But my real issue here, of course, I don't condone any violence and I don't like it, but the men that stood around and watched, people are no longer getting any type of help in situations that they need help in. People are not being decent. People are making everything a joke, everything a moment to go viral. And this could have been, this is this lady's health. You know, this could have went even worse and she could still be in the hospital with severe damages. And so to see that nobody helped her, I mean, that's heartbreaking, completely.
After the attack, Rhoda set up her GoFundMe page in the hopes of cashing in on this supposedly terrible tragedy. This woman is a professional victim and she wanted to get paid for it.
I'm asking for support because I cannot do this by myself. I'm a full-time mother, I'm a full-time student, and I'm a full-time employee. And I have done everything I can to reach out to get an investigator, get all the information. I pretty much done everything for them, including giving them a confession video of this man saying that he assaulted me and that he does not care. And they've had that video since the week before Thanksgiving, and they have not done anything about it. They have not moved forward in the case, and they won't respond to me. I have left over 20 voicemails, over 20 emails, and guess what? They respond to people who have nothing to do with this case. People who don't even live in Houston and don't care and are just agents of chaos. And why are they doing this? It's because they want to tone police all of us. Because they want all gendered oppressed people to know that if you ever speak out, you will be punished, and you will be punished badly. And this will determine how we move forward. And they don't want this change, because if this change happens, what are they going to do? Because these people have made careers, money, and whole platforms off of Black women pain. And they have nothing else to offer. Without our pain, they can't do anything. They have no motion. So please help me be a part of this change and stop this online and offline violence of Black women and people benefiting off of it. Go to HPD, Major Assault, and tweet them and say, lock Olan Douglas up. You have a confession video. Do the right thing. Help me hold them accountable.
And the most insane thing about all this is that it worked. Women from all over the world were turning out in huge numbers on social media, showing support for this poor victim of male violence. Money was being exchanged hand over fist, and next thing you know, Rhoda's GoFundMe page had raised almost $42,000. That's an extremely high payout for a story that didn't even make sense. And one of the worst things about this is that the more women falsely accuse men of violence and abuse, the less everybody is going to take real victims seriously. So much for the sisterhood. So much for women existing to take care of other women. I guess you see a person's true colors when money is involved. But here's where the story gets crazy. All of the evidence shows that she's lying. The footage revealed that Osmond and the man had an argument, but she was the one who hit him first with an unknown object. He apparently retaliated by swinging a plastic water bottle at her. Osmond then went live on Instagram, claiming she had been attacked with a brick and that several men witnessed the incident but did nothing. Police say Osmond's story doesn't add up and is contradicted by all of the evidence presented. To that, Osmond said, a victim who gets hit over the head shouldn't have to remember all the details. This is another great example of a woman dodging accountability like Canelo Alvarez dodges punches. She's lucid enough to make outlandish claims about the man being involved in human trafficking and kidnapping a bunch of women, but when she's asked for any more details, all of a sudden her head gets fuzzy and she plays the victim again. And here's another quote of her asking everyone to play the victim violin for her. "Nobody seems to have any empathy for me," she said. "I was assaulted. I was treated for a concussion. I am suffering panic attacks. All that should matter is that a man assaulted me with a deadly weapon." What she's basically saying here is, just believe me because I'm a woman and he's a man. She's taken full advantage of the shit that was left behind in the wake of the Me Too movement by pointing to her gender as the sole reason everyone should believe in her. And this is what happens when you put out ridiculous memes like "believe all women." You make it extremely easy for that entire group of people to take advantage of the new status that they've been given by society. And this is what women will do. If they can make tens of thousands of dollars from accusing a total stranger of assault or harassment, then many women will do it. Most women will not pay any price for it. The gynocracy doesn't want to see women punished or held accountable for their crimes. It wants to see men suffer. I guarantee you that if a man came out on social media claiming that a woman hit him with a brick because he rejected her, nobody would give a crap. Nobody would donate. Barely anyone would even watch the videos. We're supposed to believe we live in a society that benefits men and gives them massive privilege. But we read about these kinds of stories all the time where women take advantage of their privilege to gain something from men. And here's the crazy thing. She pulled this kind of crap a few years ago. According to an article in the Daily Beast, a police detective's affidavit filed with the complaint says Osmond raised money off another phony assault claim in 2020 with the same narrative of a black man hitting her, which investigators say also never happened. It's wild that not only did she pull this same stunt years ago, she also tried to do it using the exact same story. And here's what she had to say about it when held accountable to that little stunt she pulled. "They're trying to act like there's a quota on how many times you can be assaulted," an agitated Osmond told the Daily Beast. It's like you can only be assaulted once every 5 years. Yes, I was assaulted in 2020, and there's proof of that. They're saying, oh, she got attacked in 2020, and now she says she got attacked again, so she must be lying. But the thing is, police don't have any record of her being assaulted in 2020 either. She made the whole thing up for money and created a GoFundMe that raised almost $5,000. Minneapolis police told Houston detectives that they had no record of Osmond being assaulted in 2020, and the last contact they had with her was a 2012 arrest for public lewdness and disorderly conduct. Osmond's former roommate also told investigators that Osmond, whose 2020 GoFundMe campaign raised $4,850 before being shut down, had not been telling the truth about any of it. She told the Houston detectives that, at first, they were cool, but that she discovered that Rhoda was scamming people and she wanted no part of it. But how did she get found out? Because another member of the sisterhood threw her under the bus. As the investigation continued, detectives got a call from Daphne Sutton, a TikToker and mental health advocate who calls herself the Queen of Accountability. She told them she thought Osmond was conducting a scam because of a similar situation that occurred in Minneapolis in 2020, and sent along the associated GoFundMe page, which the affidavit says contained the same narrative of a black man hitting her. We need more women like this willing to call out bullshit when they see it. The Queen of Accountability is a boss-ass name. This woman needs to be protected at all costs. And because of the recent investigations, her GoFundMe account has since been deactivated with the statement that GoFundMe has zero tolerance for the misuse of our platform and cooperates with law enforcement investigations of those accused of wrongdoing, a spokesperson for GoFundMe said in a statement to NBC News. The fundraiser has been removed from the platform, all donors have been refunded, and Rhoda Osmond has been banned from using the platform for any future fundraisers. And do you know how she reacted? She painted herself as a victim of male repression and said that GoFundMe is unfairly targeting her. She also mentioned that the decision to remove her GoFundMe page re-traumatized her. Earlier, I said she was a professional victim, but even I didn't realize how accurate this was. Rhoda said, if they're going to give me fraud, that means every victim who doesn't remember every detail exactly can't use GoFundMe. What are we supposed to do as black women? Wear GoPros to make sure we get every detail right? Wow, she really is playing the woke victim bingo game here, isn't she? I'm not saying that certain groups don't have their challenges, but that's not the point here. The point is that she is using every single opportunity available to her to paint herself as a victim in order to make money from people. The craziest thing about this is that this is a woman with severe mental health issues, and she's running around society causing all kinds of mayhem, accusing men of assault. But because we live in a toxic feminist society which absolutely avoids accountability for women at all costs, she'll be allowed to continue doing this for as long as she wants. As of right now, she has been charged, but she's not been arrested. She found out about the charges on social media. Whatever happens, I hope people learn from this. I hope people wake up and stop blindly believing every woman who accuses a man, because this kind of thing happens far more often than people realize, and it's about time women stopped. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you'll get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.